All right, brothers and sisters, I have a wonderful man, very interesting brother that we're going to be talking to today. He's doing some great work in the area of entertainment, and more specifically in theater. Really creating opportunities and ways for people to pursue their passion, or at least be able to learn how to express themselves and communicate more. So, without any further ado, I want to introduce to you Victor Gulley. How you doing, brother?
Me yourself, sir, and thank you for having me on your show.
Oh man, it's an absolute pleasure, brother. Really, man, love the work that you're doing, and the more I learn about you, the more people I'm hearing that really admire and respect the work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with theater and what you're doing.
I got started in the theater writing shows for a company, and all the shows that I had written were received very well, and I decided, well, I can start doing it for myself, and that's it in a nutshell.
Wow, yes, sir. And how long ago was that?
Started in 2005 was my first show, and then just writing once a year or sometimes three times a year for other events, and they all received very well.
Man, that's beautiful. And I know it took a lot to make that transition. You said that real smooth, like it was an easy thing to do. But I know it's one thing to write for somebody else who was doing all of the production work, but to decide to, really do a Tyler Perry move. And I know we're gonna talk about some who paved the way, even for Tyler Perry. But that's a big step.
It's a huge step. It took me almost a year to complete that journey.
Wow. And it's been a good journey, huh?
Yes, it has, because I wrote the soundtrack to the play as well, and some of the music was recorded up in Minneapolis with people who had worked for Prince. So that took time to create and then incorporate that into a scene. Take that music and incorporate it into a scene to make it relevant.
Oh wow, you got some purple rain stuff in there, huh?
Yeah. Yes, indeed, and that they were amazing people to work with. I've never seen anybody in the studio work like those guys work.
Wow.
Everything one take. We recorded in the old Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis studios, and everything that he did was one take.
Wow. Man, that's some legendary stuff there. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and of course Prince. That's so one take. So that means there was a lot of practicing beforehand to go in there and do it on one take.
Yeah, it was mind-boggling, because I've never seen anybody do everything that way. It was really amazing. He did each vocal one take, all the harmonies one take. There was this Tony Christian who played in the band the Maserati, which was under Prince, and then Matt Fink did all of his stuff one takes. And he played. He was the doctor in Prince's original band.
Wow. Yes, sir. Man, so tell us about, man, you're doing this great just not a day, but just a series of events, almost a festival type event in October. Tell us about that and what can people expect. Hello. Yes, sir, brother. So we lost each other for a quick minute there, but I was asking you about this Taste of Theater, this great uh, 2-day event that you're doing in October that is really, I've never heard of it, seen anything like it before. So tell us about this Taste of Theater.
The Taste of Theater is something that is not only brand new, but it's something that's I would say it's something that's going to help everybody who's in the theater business, who wants to learn how to be more successful at it. We're bringing in Shelley Garrett to help teach people how he was able to basically get people to come out to see a play at large events with a cast that nobody has ever heard of before. That right there is groundbreaking in itself. And not only did he sell out in Chicago, but he sold out everywhere across the country from the 80s all the way through to the end of the 90s.
So this guy was a predecessor for Tyler Perry.
For Tyler Perry, David E. Talbert, J.D. Lawrence, and Jacarius Johnson. He's the predecessor to all of them.
And the play he did that was worldwide famous was The Beauty Shop.
Yes, that is correct. And he was kind enough to see the vision that I had for teaching people how to do classes. And then in the evening time, we're going to give playwrights from all over the country the opportunity to come here and showcase one scene of their play for the audience to vote on.
Wow. And so what is this going to look like? You're going to have, kind of go into it. All these plays going to be happening and one after the other, and how people going to participate?
Oh, it's going to be incredible. Just imagine you'll see the playwright step on the stage. He's going to tell you what inspired him to write this production, why he wrote it, what's it all about, and why is it, and what is the message he wants to leave with you by you seeing this play. And then you're going to be able to sit and watch a clip, almost like you do when you go to the movies, when you pay for a movie and you see 5 or 6 clips before the movie you paid for. This is the exact same thing. You're watching a scene of this person's live production, and then after that person is finished with their presentation, you can pull out your smartphone and using the Taste the Theater app, you can vote and say whether you liked the presentation or whether you don't like that playwright's play. And everything is done in real time.
Wow. And so people can participate whether they are there live or even they'll be participating online as well, huh?
That's correct. Whether they're streaming it over the internet or whether they are there live, you can participate. And the people that are voting chooses the winner.
Wow. Man, this is fantastic. And so this is good for people who just like live theater, people who want to be involved in theater in some kind of way, either in front of, on the stage or behind the scene. They'll be able to come and learn from experienced professionals.
That's true, and also it's also good for the person who is trying to go out on a date with his lady, and he doesn't know basically what type of event to take her to, and you never know what kind of event to take a person to. So with this one, you can actually take her to an event, and then she can watch one scene of 5 to 6 plays in one evening, and just be totally amazed. And then she'll love you for the rest of your life. She's like, oh, take the theater.
That's it. Take your date to the Taste of Theater, and they'll love you for life.
And it's reasonably priced, so anybody can afford it. It's the exact same price if you would have paid to see a play, but this way you get a chance to see 5 to 6 plays in one evening, and you also get a chance to choose who wins.
Wow, man, this is beautiful. It's like American Idol and live theater and training for people looking to get into that field or in that field, and a great night out on the town, all rolled up in one.
That's correct, and it's going to be at the Portage Theater on the northwest side of Chicago at 4050 North Milwaukee Avenue, October 12th and 13th.
And so people can come And you got 2-day passes. They can come for both days or one day or.
Yeah, that's correct. So make it that Friday, and you just want to come to Saturday, you can do that as well. And you can get your tickets online at atasteoftheater.com.
Wow, that's beautiful. atasteoftheater.com. And where people are coming from? I know you mentioned Mr. Shelley Garrett. What other places are people coming from who are participating either as panelists or actors or playwrights?
Okay, we have Jonathan Dorff, who's coming from L.A. Lisa Lacey's coming from Sacramento. Jonathan Dorff is an internationally known playwright. He's written over 600 stage plays. Lisa Lacey is owner of the Images Theater in Sacramento, California, and she has been doing theater for 25 years successfully. We're bringing in Michael Reagan, who's done lights and sound for people like Kelly Clarkson, the Grateful Dead, and various festivals around the country. And he's coming from Connecticut. Professor Charles Smith, who's also associated with Victor Gardens Theater, but he's the Dean of Students at Ohio University in Cincinnati.
Wow, man, this is beautiful. And you've made all this happen here in the city of Chicago, bringing people from all over the country.
Yes, sir, and there's local people here are also going to participate in the event, such as Mikey Okendo, who's been running the Mikey O comedy show. He does over 100 years here, 100 shows a year here in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he don't play.
Yes, he's an extremely well put together process where he has does, like I said, over 100 shows a year here in Chicago.
Yeah,
and
very
it's
consistent.
Amazing.
Excellent shows, all of them, yes. Man, this is beautiful, brother. And so people can go to the website and get their tickets. They can pay at the door, but
yeah, you can get the tickets on the website at atasteoftheater.com. And at the door, we're just asking a little bit more. It'll be $25 at the door. So we're trying to encourage people to really get them ahead of time by purchase them online at atasteoftheater.com. Or they can give us a call at 312-488-9311. And we can give them a physical ticket to put in their hand.
mm-hmm.
And the easiest way to remember that number is it's almost like 777-9311.
Uh-huh.
But that number was not available, so I went with 312-488-9311.
Yes, sir. I remember that song. That's some more Prince in there. 777. Beautiful, but they call 488-9311. 312-488-9311. And of course, as you said, atasteoftheater.com is the website. And you doing all the modern technology. I know you got the webcast. People can watch it live. And then you also go on Twitter as well, right?
Yes, that Theater Group is our Twitter handle, @TheaterGroup.
Man, that's beautiful, brother. Man, I love to hear about things like this that people are doing, and because it's really you're opening up a lot of opportunities and avenues for folks. So, man, we're wishing you the much success in this, and we're looking forward to continue to help and let people know about it and help get the word out.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because this is really meant to help people out. Because I feel there's enough abundance out there for everybody, and if you are an experienced playwright and you basically want some exposure, this would be the platform that you could come to get that exposure. At the same time, you're going to get some immediate feedback on your production,
mm-hmm.
which is timeless.
That is. from people who know what they're doing, have already went down that road.
Yes, and you'll also be able to learn from somebody who has basically done everything that you're trying to do, and he can tell you, he can turn around and say, okay, don't step here, don't do this, because if you do, this is what's going to happen. And if you had that kind of roadmap as you're trying to go through a landmine, basically what he's trying to do is preserve your life.
Uh-huh.
So he can tell you where to go, what not to do, and what to do, so that you don't end up in those same pitfalls that he's basically gone through.
Man, that's fantastic. And so, can people still submit their play?
Yes, they can. They can submit up to September 15th, their production.
Beautiful, beautiful. Man, excellent. Well, man, is there anything else you want to say to the listeners?
Yeah, I'd like people to know that that not only is this an event that hasn't happened before, and this is the first one of its kind, and where we see this going is that we're going to do this quarterly, and it will be around the country. So this year it's going to start in Chicago, and that's because Chicago is the place for everyone to be. And we have some of the best musicians here, some of the best creative people here, and this is why I chose Chicago, because it is one of the best places out there.
Yes, sir, man. Well, that's beautiful, brother. We look forward to hearing more and participating and seeing some of the plays. And again, thank you for what you do.
No problem. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, brother. We'll stay in touch. You're always welcome on the show.
Thank you again.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right.